How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Blue Shifting and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday, where we're dead. We're just dead. Yuuya, I think it's really cool what he's doing with Cryska. I think she needs a friend. She needs a confidant. She's never really had one, but outside Inia. Inia's out for the count. I think it's really important for her, and they're growing together as characters. Barring even, like, the shipping that certainly happens, and the fact that they are a pretty solid pairing, she's already blatantly telling us that even Yuuya knows, like, Yuuya even knows that she's telling him stuff that she should not be telling him. And Sandak knows that that's happening. So we're dead. I mean, we're just absolutely dead. Especially because Sandak is probably going to witness us, like, talking to US intelligence, being interviewed. And he's probably just going to assume that we're going to spill the beans, intentionally or not. I mean, I think he thinks we're kind of an idiot, and probably wouldn't actually be involved in espionage, but he also probably realizes that we could probably easily be tricked into committing espionage. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. We're going to die. But that's for tomorrow. We'll see what happens today. Ultimately, it looks like we've made some progress on the Shiranui Second, and that means that we might be taking it out for a spin. So let's buckle up and get ready for it. External checks looking good. Proceeding to board.
94 セカンド異常なし。ブリッジ少尉は発進準備にかかれ。
頼むぜ、ユウヤ。けじめつけてこい。
Thank you, Vincent. Good work. Transferring pilot control settings. Transmission complete. All green.
着座情報。転送完了を確認。
整備兵は94セカンド周辺より退避せよ。
こちらアルファチーム。木付整備兵の点呼完了。異常なし。
I like that. The roll call. They make sure like literally everyone is accounted for and not accidentally still underneath it.
整備兵の撤収完了を確認。機体起動を開始せよ。
Copy that. Initiating startup sequence. Engine output idle. Engine voltage all green.
94セカンド。式電圧
He's
異
just
常
like
なし。ジャンプユニット起動。
activating like switches and just having that really kind of mechanical crisp sound. Ah. Copy that. Activating jump units. Gentry lock confirmed. Firing jump units stable at 30% output. So they're doing like a test like fire, I'm guessing, in the hangar.
ジャンプユニット起動を確認。出力 30% にて安定。
Alright. Flight control surface all green. Tail binder operating nominally. Jump units good to go.
ジャンプユニット異常なし。出力関連チェック完了。
ハイネマンさん。
大丈夫みたいだね。どうぞやっちゃってください。
Everyone's here. They're all excited.
ガントリー開放。
コマンドポストよりアルゴス1。ガントリーロック解除。
ガントリー開放完了を確認。アルゴス1は誘導員の指示に従い、タクシーウェイへ向かってください。
Argus 1, understood. I love flight sim games. And so like this is kind of reminding me of like the practice flight simming you do. It's not accurate to realistic, but it's cool.
接続完了。進路クリア。
発進を許可する。
コマンドポストよりアルゴス1。発進を許可する。
Argus 1, copy. Yui. Here I go. Shiranui Second, blast off. Oh, here we go. Looking sleek, looking beautiful, looking nice.
コマンドポストよりアルゴス1。直ちに減速せよ。繰り返す。直ちに減速せよ。
Feels so light. You're handling better than ever, partner. Heck of a job, guys.
応答せよアルゴス1。アルゴス1。もうブリッジ少尉聞いてくださいよ。
無駄無駄。何言ったって今のユウヤは聞かねえっての。
Yeah.
やっこさんご機嫌だからな。おりゃ気が済むまでほっとくしかないんじゃね。
っていうか全然カメラが終えていないわね。計測班大丈夫かしら。
No, but yeah.
やっぱり私らで随伴出るべきだったんだよ。外出ようぜ、外。
出たところで見えねえよ。
It'd just be a speck.
こちらコマンドポスト。計測班へ。アルゴス1は事前に提出されたプランとは違う行動をとっている。動きを逃さないように注意せよ。
Hey guys, I know it's your job to literally be following and recording and documenting all of his movements. He's decided he's not going to do what we were planning on, so your job is now to just adapt. Good luck, everyone.
もう逃がしてるし。
まったくだ。そりゃ酷ってもんだぜ。計測班も大変だ。
ドウル注意。なんとかしてくださいよ。
マイクを。コマンドポストよりアルゴスワン。こちらドールだ。
Ah, crap. The commander wants to speak to me in person. Did I get too carried away or something? How do you not know?
アルゴスワン、いい加減にしろ。余興はもうたくさんだ。そろそろ本気を見せろ。
ドウル注意。
さすが旦那、わかってる。
Yeah.
ダメだこりゃ。もう止めらんね。
That's great. He's just like, hey, let's put it through its paces. You're not going to stick to the lesson plan? Fine. Let's just really see what you can do. Well, now I have your blessing. Yui, watch real closely. This is where we get everything back on track. Look at him go!
コマンドポストより計測班。本日は諦めろ。繰り返す。本日は諦めろ。
There's like, just give up. It's fine. All right. That's good feeling, though. Good feels, good vibes. Argus is the best in the world. Together again for the first time, partner.
まったく。何このはしゃぎよ。修理が終わって再起動しただけでしょうが。わかってねえな。ゆうやの嫁は高村だけってことだよ。94セカンドはあいつら二人の思いが全部詰まってんだよ。
That's a kind of an adorably interesting statement to hear from you, Teresa.
うっさいわね。何が二人の思いよ。じゃああんたは2番機乗ってる時そんな二人の思いに包まれちゃってるんだ。
Oh no.
なんかそう言われるとあんまり想像したくねえな。
Yeah, that's wrong on several levels. That metaphor broke down quick.
何を言ってるんだか。
よ、お疲れさん。どうだった？久しぶりの感触は。
Oh, like riding a bicycle, man. It was perfect. How you and the rest of the crew big time. You're not gonna believe me, but I never felt so giddy behind the stick before. Not even when I joined the army and flew a TSF for the first time.
そうかそうか、よかったな。いや、俺も最高に嬉しいぜ。
After so much trauma and so much stress and work, it's nice to just have a victory. It's just slap that W on the day. Just be like, yes! This is a great start. Counting on you to keep it up.
ああ、任しとけ。それより、今日はリルフォートにでも繰り出して、パーッとやらねえか？ やっと一区切りついたんだ。気持ちを切り替えるって意味でもさ、下にいるみんなやオペレーターのみんなも誘ってさ。
Well, when you put it that way, I'm game.
なら、ついでに誘ってこいよ。
Invite what? Oh. Cryska?
あれ、お前のこと待ってるんじゃないのか？
I wouldn't be so sure, dude.
とりあえず、あいつも誘ってみろよ。ま、来ないとは思うが、声かけないのもかわいそうだろ。
He's kind of right on all three fronts. He's like, look, she's clearly like very attached to us. I don't know if she feels romantically or if she is and doesn't know it or if she just, or because I know that she was harboring like those crush-like feelings, at least the infatuation, and didn't quite understand it. She never had context for it. But now that Inia's out for the count, I'm not sure that's really all it is. Again, I think she's just grasping for a source of comfort, a source of like acknowledgement, a source of friendship, because she's had a sibling. It's like when you have, it's like what I imagine for twins. People who grow up, they share a lot in common. They've got a lot of like shared stories, shared background. They're used to being around each other all the time for family activities and school and all of that. And then when they actually just end up separating, going different ways for like college or whatever, it's got to be challenging on an emotional level that you could never really express or understand. This is just me basing this on what I've heard from friends of mine who were twins. But, you know, I imagine it's a very similar feeling of being separated, but maybe greater, because not only did Cryska and Inia like kind of always be pair bonded like that, even on the mental side of it, like where they're linking psychically, I'm guessing. even sacrificing that and putting out the fact that because of their induction to the program that they're in, they don't really talk to anyone else. So I think Cryska just needs somebody to have a bond with, and she has this bond with Yuuya, even if she doesn't understand it. So yeah, what does this all mean? I have no earthly idea what she's gonna say. I think she'll find it compelling. I think she'll try and turn it down, but she won't really know why. He's right. Now that Inia's off the field, she doesn't have anyone to talk with. Cryska. Hey, wait. I'm talking to you, Cryska.
何やってんだ、あいつら。
And you say he's like,
それでは94セカンドの最短を祝って本日15回目の
15 toasts, and that's not even counting other drinks. Kanpai? I'd be like, oh gosh.
しかし、さっきから何回やれ気が済むんだよ。あ？
いいんだよ、なんかやっても。なあ、みんな。ほらな。
Jeez.
よかったらお前らも乾杯しようぜ。はい、乾杯！
Teresa, everything in moderation.
まあでもこういう時だから金は使った方がいいんだろうけど。
Uh-huh.
そうそう。今日はめでたい日なんだから、パーッとやっちまえよ。
Convenient excuses, I see.
おーいみんな！BG のコンセントがおごってくれるってさ。
Hurrah!
ちょ待て、おい大佐！
ふっざけんな。何人いると思ってんだ。
待て、お前ら！ちょっと待て！
ほら、ゆうやも飲めよ。何でもなんていらないって。
What? Dude, I am drinking!
なんだよ、ゆうや。お前今日の尺だろ。飲めよ。飲んでくれよ。
God. I don't know. She's not as bad as the angry drunks, but she's definitely out there and the like, please, just go to bed. Just stop.
ちょっと、キャンキャンわめかないでちょうだい。
I know.
うっせんだよ。ナスティチャイニーズ。お前、なんでお前がここにいんだよ。ナスティとは何よ。いいじゃない。94セカンドの再起動祝いなんでしょ。祝い事はみんなでパーッとやらなきゃ。
I do feel a bit bad though, because Yufei, like, she's really committed to this idea of like she likes Yuuya and she's like really wanting to make it like her relationship work. She also seems like she definitely is kind of like a woman who tends to get what she wants by sheer tenacity. But I feel like it's not happening at all, and I wonder if she's struggling with that.
君なんかに祝ってもらう普通に言うだ。弱い犬ほどよく吠えるってのは間違いじゃないわね。
There might be a better version of this, but so far this is great.
姉さん、頑張るあるある学んだるしょい負けるな。
先輩、止めなくていいんですか？
インド的には許す。決着をつけるべき。
Oh, interesting. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain. Hey, Stella, can you do something before the spiral's out of control?
放っておきなさいよ。そこまでバカはしないでしょ。
そうそう。今日はブレーコーだしな。
だな。
I just want to try looking after your wallets, but if that's how you want to play it.
今日はゆうやが主役だ。もっと飲めよ。パーッと楽しくやろうぜ。
Well, if you don't want to drop, you've got that wrong. Shiranui Second's the star, not me.
だから、お前だろ？ 94セカンドは俺なんだろ
う？ What?
知らない奴はいねえよ。いいんじゃねえの？きめえけど。
Yeah, get out of there with that shit.
そういうのがあるから、94セカンドは際限なく高み目指して突き進むんだろうよ。メインテストパイロットにお前が選ばれたのは、今となっちゃ納得だ。94セカンドに対するひたむきさは、お前が一番だよ。誰にも真似できねえ。
It actually reminds me, there was an interesting interview on a podcast. I'm not sure if it was like, Oh gosh, I don't know what it was. Like, it was a clip I saw, so it could have been anything. I wish I could like properly reference it, but it was someone who was talking about like the Navy SEAL recruitment program. It's like one of the top tier special ops groups in the United States military. So pretty much, probably like essentially top tier of the world. And he was talking about like going through the process of the training, because like you go through boot camp and then you can apply for SEAL training. And you go, and if you make it into the program initially, I think you have to get a recommendation. If you get that recommendation, you get into it, and then the program is just brutal. Like, they literally are pushing you beyond your physical capabilities, and they are essentially pushing you, and they start, like, offering you, like, trying to offer you deals, trying to make people quit, trying to push them forward, trying to say, like, hey, like, you ever want to drop out, you just gotta say it, and you're gone. Just as soon as you say uncle, you're done. And they push and push and push and push and push. And he said it's interesting because he said that, like, they would get West Point, like, top graduates through the program. They would get, like, some of the most fit, physically active, and, like, physically proficient people through the program. They'd have, like, essentially what you would expect to be, like, the top tier of top tier. The type of people you would look at and be like, I could see him as a Navy SEAL. And, like, you go to that and you're like, yeah, that's the one. I believe they can do it. And he said that those are guys that tended to drop out. And the ones that stayed were often not the best. They weren't the most skilled, the most intelligent. They weren't the most, capable. They weren't the best trained. But they had something that the others didn't have. It was tenacity. It was a determination to push and push and push, to decide that even when things are impossible, you just try your best anyway. Well, because the trouble is that for the people who seem like they're the best fits, they've often been able to excel at anything they've really set their eye on, whether because it's a good affinity or they just like made good choices leading up to that point. They were regularly top of their class, top of their board, top of their squadron. And when you get used to being at the top, and then you're suddenly thrust into a situation that you feel like you can't overcome, it's a lot more disheartening and actually can break your spirit a lot better. And he said that the interesting thing about the training is that that's on purpose. Because whilst you can have all of these top-notch skills, that's not something that is unachievable for anybody. Like, anyone with enough training and enough and drive can get to those levels. What you can't teach somebody is tenacity. You can't teach somebody the nerve, like the ability, the obsessiveness to be able to push that borderline, to be able to pursue that horizon no matter what. And so, yeah, you want to grab those people because you can teach them the skills that they need to bring them up to that level, but you can't teach something like that type of discipline, that dedication.
その代わり、理解もされにくいけどな。俺たちに感謝しろよ。
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it, honest.
バカ。真面目な顔して恥ずかしいこと口にすんな。
What? Wait, he's appreciative. What are you doing?
私の2番機はいつ組み上がんだよ。
なんだよ、驚かすな。明日から一気にやるからもう少し待っててくれよ。
Oh, nice. It's actually closer than I thought.
早く直せ！早く！もっと早く！私はユーヤを見ててやんなきゃいけないんだよ。
Why?
この身勝手で。暴走邪魔これだ。周りが見えてねえやつの手綱を引いてやんなきゃダメなんだよ。
Pot calling kettle, I'm guessing, because you are... What?
あらあら。
Yes!
それをあなたが言うの？
なんかわかんねえけど、とにかく、中村は私にそれを託したんだ。
まあ確かに、アルゴス2を背負ってる以上は、そう言ってもいいのかもな。
Fair.
だろ？しかもあいつは勝手にいなくなっちまったんだから、降りるわけにもいかねえだろうが。だからとっとと直せ！あれ？どうしたのみんな。
Think you went a little too far there. Lieutenant Takamura worked her ass off to develop the Shiranui Second for the sake of the Empire of Japan. As test pilots, it's our job to finish what she started, to turn the Shiranui Second to the best TSF out there. I'm gonna give it everything I've got, but I can't go at it alone, so guys, I'm counting on you. Just had that serious pen drop moment.
どうするの？
こいつは、中村のオープンだ。よーし！本日16回目！
You know what? I'd go with this one.
それでは、XSJ 計画完遂を記念して、絶対にやる遂げることを誓って、乾杯！
Kanpai.
ジュースで酔ったふり下心見え見え。
Oh, really? That sounds like, well, I don't know if I'd be pretending for any reason, but that definitely would be like, I wouldn't be drinking.
ブレーメル醤油は強いですね。あなたもね。
長屋、
Oh, no.
楽。私の許容しかどう。
Alright, Lieutenant, come on. Just go puke it out and let's get you laid down.
こうは。
Uh-oh.
まったく、飲みすぎだぜ、タリサ先生よ。
うるせえ。ああ、
英士の自覚ゼロね。これでどの口がアルゴス2を背負ってるとか言っちゃってんのかしら。
You shouldn't be casting the first stone. Take a look at your team over there. They're just as wasted. By the way, you don't drink?
こう見えても骨折治療中。普段は人並みよ。あ、もしかして酔わせて押し倒そうとしてる？もう、ユーヤなら言
Oh
って
my
くれればいい
gosh. Down, please. Also, it's whatever. Which reminds me, sorry about the other day.
何のこと？
I had that punch coming.
なに？また古い話ね。
I screwed up. I wanted you to know.
そんなのもういいじゃない。いちいち取り合うつもりないわよ。
Got it. Won't happen again.
重要なのは、これからどうするかよ。きっかけが大事なのは自分だけ。周りが欲しいのは結果よ。
Don't worry. I got this. Alright. I think it's about time for me.
あら、そう？
What about you?
可愛い部下どもどうにかしないと。
Aw. Okay then. See you later.
はい、注意。あ、私はウーロンティーです。お茶ならこれがと思ったんですが。
Stella about to grant her, not condolences maybe.
ああ、そうね。いただくわ。一緒に行かなくてよろしかったんですか？できる妻は察しがいいのよ。一人になりたいって顔してたもの。
やっと注意に報告できるもんな。
まあね。
ゆい姫、喜んでくれるかな。ちょっと情けないところを見せすぎた気もするけど。
Interesting. I don't know if I guess I must have missed that because I know he hit rock bottom. I don't feel like he's still there though, but maybe I'm missing it.
そうね。自分の不甲斐なさのせいだと反省してしまうかもしれないわね。
それは高村の癖みたいなもんだから。そういう時は大丈夫って声かけてやりゃ安心するよ。なあ。どうしたんだよ、BG。
あ、いや、高村中尉なら、自分がこんな死に方したことを何よりも悔やんでるような気がしてな。
It's so depressingly true, unfortunately, because we even got a glimpse of her like last thoughts. And they kind of were almost like a parade of her own regrets. Not that she had any control over like any of them. That's what it was.
計画半ばで。しかも兵士が戦場以外で。だもんな。
あんたたち、死んだ人間のことより、ユーヤの心配した方がいいんじゃないの？あのソ連女、ユーヤの足を引っ張ってるわよ。
That's interesting. I wonder why she thinks that.
どういう意味っすか？
スカーレットツインの小さい方、未だに復帰してないわよね。それで不安なんだと思うけど。妙にユーヤに近づいてくるじゃない？
So she's obviously put together the same like concept I was wrestling with, this idea that she's clinging to him as a source of comfort, but she's saying it's like parasitic.
その相手をマメにしてるのはユーヤの逃避だってことよ。しかも高村の気持ちなんてこれっぽっちも考えてない。
I wonder, because like she's probably right, but at the same time, I still feel like I don't know if it's to that extent. I don't think it's intentional, like, or even like subconscious. Like, I'm not sure if he's trying to escape from reality with her. I think it's just he's worried. I think he's worried, genuinely worried about her, like a genuine worry.
いくら優也が鈍感でもそこまでバカじゃない。
That's true.
まだそこにあんなのが絡んできたら正しさを判断する前にそっちに逃げるわよ。そして傷の舐め合いが始まる。関わるのをやめさせるべきだわ。
Interesting.
お話は理解できますが、なすべきことがなされているなら、慣れ合いだとしても構わないのでは？
Emotional support.
心の支えは必要だと思います。
That's tricky though. Emotional support's odd because that's part of what counseling is actually really good, because the downside to emotional support is that it also tends to lead to emotional bonds. When you actually have like a monetary barrier between you and a counselor, it actually puts up a wall that usually can keep things in line, help you differentiate, you know, like a friendship and a love or love with someone who's there as clinically to help you. Because when you have just friendships and you have that, like, it can lead to a lot of other things. And like I said before, it can become like a parasitic type of relationship, and that can be bad. And you don't, like, I don't know, it's like, especially if you're getting into a romantic relationship, it's so dangerous to be into a romantic relationship where subconsciously or consciously or unconsciously, you are drawn to this an individual simply because they provide a sense of stability or a sense of like comfort and support, rather than like an actual mutual, like, I genuinely want to share a journey with this person. Our goals are aligned, and they make me a better person. Like, you can have very lovey-dovey feelings for somebody who just kind of fills the role of a like comfort blanket. And then, but the thing is, like, a comfort blanket, it may not be a good replacement for an actual like bed. If you get that, for when I'm trying to relate like emotional stability to like proper rest. And a blanket might be comforting, but it's not going to be enough to drive away the cold and to let you have a good proper night's sleep. You need a proper place to lay down. And so I think a relationship, it's like you can have a comforting relationship with somebody, but if you try to draw more out of it than is actually tangibly there, or that person is capable of giving, it can be dangerous.
もしも逃げた相手が私たちだったとしても、突き放すつもりはありません。
だな。
どうか？はあ？あんたたち何考えてんの？甘やかしすぎよ。
注意。ここは最前線じゃないんですよ。過酷な現実を真正面から受け入れる必要なんてない。
I don't know. She might be a bit overreacting, but I think she's kind of right. And I think she's probably speaking from a lot of experience. Like this whole time, Yufei's like had really on point deductions about like the emotional aspects of people. I feel like she's just had enough experience, you know, in the field and in her personal life to really, she understands these situations really, really well.
むしろ俺たちは平和を謳歌する義務すら負ってるんじゃないんですかね。
Well, I know that's your excuse.
周囲が優也に色仕掛けすんのもそういう気持ちからだってのは考えすぎですか。周囲の国の情勢がどうとか、あいつの生い立ちに共感したとか、それだけじゃ説明つかんでしょ。向こうで酔いつぶれてる部下たちに感じてほしいことがあった。ま、本当のところは知りませんがね。
Interesting. That's an interesting take on it.
ゆうやは私たちが生きてきた過酷な状況に身をさらす必要なんかないんだ。最前線なんて行かなきゃそれがいいに決まってる。
That is interesting. They literally like would rather he stay home. They would rather protect his innocence.
私らの青人だってそう言って戦ってくれた。そのおかげで1日でも1時間でも私らは前線に立たずに済んだ。今度は私らが優也に言ってやる番だ。
そういうこと。俺たちが死んじまった仙人から受けた恩を返すには、 優也に手を差し伸べて見守ってやるだけなんだよな。
それでも、そういう機会が与えられているだけ、
Yeah.
私たちは幸せなんだわ。
It's a tough spot they're in.
あんたたち、
おい、ヴィンセント。黙ってないで何か言うことはないのか？
あ、レオンいたのか。
They're still here.
ああ、ずっとな。で、聞く気はなかったが聞こえちまったってわけだ。
こんばんは。
初めてお目にかかります。自分はアメリカ陸軍第65戦闘共同部隊所属。
同じくシャロン・エイム少尉です。
統一中華先生、ツイ・イーフェ注意よ。いつぞやは世話になったわね。コテンパンにしてくれてありがとう。それで何？
She's like, yeah, thanks for beating us in. Helped us get a good sense of balance and sense of center. And, excuse me, why are you here?
ユーヤブリッジスをよく知る人間の一人として、彼らの会話に少々口出しさせていただこうかと思いまして。
好きにすれば？
では、昔のあいつなら、こんな時でも絶対に自分のことしか考えない。たとえ逃避だろうがなんだろうが、それで誰かにかまけたりなんかしない。
But I like how he's actually labeled here the old him. Before now, Leon just said like he wasn't. But Leon has, I think we finally have seen through the conversation that they had, Leon's actually admitting to himself that Yuuya's changed.
自分の気が安らぐためなら、平気で誰かを踏み台にする。そして何より、あいつが逃避する先は、仲間でも女でも酒でもない。戦術機だ。
Yeah, he's saying like the fact that he actually like is separating is showing a distinct change.
どうやら、ユーコンに来てから見聞きした情報を総合すると、ムカつくことにあいつは本当に変わったみたいだな。
I hate it!
それでいて、やるべきこともしっかりやっている。
だがな、やっぱり人間なんて基本的なところは簡単に変われない。思い出してみろ。高村中尉が殉職してから今まで、まさにあいつは戦術機に逃げてやがったじゃないか。
He did. Yeah, it's exactly what he did.
では、ここからが本題です。
だったら、ソ連の女にあいつがかまけてるのはどういうことだ？ 94セカンドの修理に目処が立ったから逃げの矛先を変えたのか？違うな。あんたらは勘違いしてる。言っただろ。あいつが逃げる先は戦術機しかない。それは今でも変わってない。
So he's saying that he goes to spend time with her because she'll sit down and talk shop with him because she's obsessed about TSFs and he's obsessed with TSFs and like everyone else wants to like have normal life and that just makes him uncomfortable like doing stuff like this because it kind of lets him fester in those feelings. So he then leaves and goes and talks to TSF. TSF. Okay, interesting.
つまり、あいつは逃げているんじゃない。自分が受け取ったものをあいつなりに返そうとしているんだ。
Okay.
そうだろ、ヴィンセント。
ああ、俺はそう思うけどな。
ユーヤが。
まったく忌々しい話だぜ。あいつが自分が誰かのおかげで今があることを自覚できるようになった。それを誰かに返す。
Leon, I get the impression that even if he had changed and was admitting that you were carrying him and that you were the one who let him be as successful as he was, it'd still piss you off.
誰だよ。あの野郎をそこまで人間らしくしやがったのは。あいつが何も失わずにそこまで変わったのは誰のせいなんだよ。
高村唯注意だ。
なら、わかるだろ。あの女にかまけること。それがあいつなりに考えた注意の供養だってことが。
その相手にどうしてビアチェノワ少尉が選ばれたのかってこともわかるでしょ？
あのソ連女と高村とユーヤは似てるんだ。
They are. There's a lot of they like at their core, their core personalities and their core selves are very similar. They have similar drive, similar like passion, and similar kind of focus. Hers might be a product of programming, but she took to it like a fish to water. Yuuya took to it like a fish to water as well. Makes sense.
ゆうやと高村中尉は本気でぶつかり合ってお互いを認めることで変わった。
それならビアチャヌは少尉と本音をぶつけ合えれば彼女だって変われるはず。
I don't think he's consciously thinking that though.
たくあの野郎、俺を試してやがる。
試す？どういう意味だい？
ああ、別にゆうやが試してるわけじゃないんだけどね。
Yeah.
取り返しのつかない過去は、そこだけを見ていたら、絶対に許すことなんてできやしない。だが、今が変わっているなら、認めることができるんなら、それが未来に続くと信じられるなら、それでも許さないのは、器が知れるだろうが。
I didn't like you. I've never liked you, Leon. But at least you're a big enough man to be able to admit that it would make you the petty person if you didn't accept what's happening.
つまりそれだけユウヤは変わったってことなのね。で、今度は自分が変われるかどうか試されるってわけか。
あ
いつは過去を償わなきゃいけないはずなのに。
泣いて謝るような後ろ向きな償いを期待していたらそうはならなかった。感情的にそれが悔しいのはよくわかるわよ、クゼション。
確かに器は知れるよな。
さすがにこの命題瞬殺とはいかないよね。
Sounds like a bad breakup or something.
ご容赦ください。何分根の深い問題なもので。さあ、言いたいこと言ったでしょ。そろそろ退散よ。
バイバイ。
あ、
注意、失礼します。
ええ、お疲れ様。
クゼ少尉、きっとユウヤのことが羨ましいのね。
Unfortunately, I think that's always been the case. Do you just like say that Yuuya like hasn't changed, or like there's a lot of old habits die hard? Same thing with Leon.
え、そうなの？なんで？あんた本当の海様でチワワ並みね。何よ
ま、憎まれっ子世にはばかるって言うしな。
え？何？それどういう意味？
Hey, Cryska. You'll catch a cold.
ユウヤ
Knew it.
何がだ？
That you'd be here? I had a hunch.
何？ユウヤ貴様見えるのか？
Oh. Drop. No, that did not. See what? Like with my eyes?
とぼける気か。今までもこういうことはあったが、すべて観察力と想像力によって導かれたものだった。だが今回は違う。
No, it's really not. Besides, you haven't had hunches before, right?
予感？
Maybe I should bring the idea down to earth a bit. Call it deductive reasoning, or the law of attraction, if that helps you understand better. In this case, it's probably best I call it the law of attraction at work. Usually the hangar's empty at this hour, but I was hoping to see you, so I came here just on the off chance you were still around.
どうしていてほしいと思ったんだ？
You know the Shiranui Second's back in action, right? Well, I felt like telling you more about how my day went. Something like, I don't know, how I've been giving it my best and all that. You cool with that?
もちろんだ。
She's like, yeah. And I want to hear about your day too. I had my hands full, so I've honestly had no idea what time your tests were scheduled.
そうか。そういうことであれば、私も貴様に来てほしいという願望を持っていた。
Oh gosh, she was just out here waiting for
だから今
us.
まで待っていた。
Oh gosh, this girl is something else. Oh, you have something to tell me?
言いたいことというか、ユウヤに頼みたいことがあった。
Okay, color me intrigued. Oh, mysterious. What is it? Now that's out of character for her. Cryska? Whoa, what the fetch? What?
私にはもう、ユウヤだけなんだ。
What the? Whoa, wait, what? Did she grab his hand or what? Like, what's happening? Oh,
こっちだ。
what the fetch is happening? Oh, is she gonna try and sneak us into the Inia, maybe? Right. I thought something else was happening, but... Hidden keypad? What's wrong? Oh.
まだ怒っているのか
I'm not mad.
私には、未だにユウヤが何に怒っているのかわからない。
Doesn't matter. Come on, let's keep going. Okay, so he thought it was something else too.
私にはもう、ユウヤだけなんだ
Joke's on me. Cryska's a different type of girl. This is what I deserve for getting my hopes up. He fetched me. He's like, holy crap, she's gonna just tackle me down and just like have her way with me? No. Fetch it. I blame the booze. Wasn't in complete control of my mental faculties. There's no way I could have known. Whatever. It still beats dealing with Yufei's antics anyway. Boo. Yufei's great, but yeah. Okay. Same door as back then.
中に入れば、巡回警備兵もいる。
She's, oh my gosh.
私から離れるな。
We are literally gonna get shot. We are literally gonna die. Before, it was kind of an honest mistake, and Inia was being super innocent, you know, whatever. Cryska, no set excuse. We know a lot more about stuff that we should know already, and now we're being taken again into a secret access port, into a behind the scenes to the leftovers of Alternative 3. We're so dead. Yuuya is not making it to the end of the game at this rate. Gotcha. Even with Cryska looking after me this time, I'm still about to crap myself over this whole situation. If we were caught, no excuse could possibly save my butt. I'll be charged with espionage, sent on a date with the firing squad. At least he's somewhat self-aware. Screw it. Too late to get cold feet. I knew what I was signing up for. Take point.
了解。行くぞ。
Will do. I'm guessing she's taking us to go see Inia because, you know, that's how this whole thing works. They're gone.
だが、安全策を取ろう。もう少し様子を見てからだ。どうかしたか?
Not really. Just feeling a little nostalgic.
懐かしい?
Remember you pointed a gun at me? Fun times.
あれは、ユウヤが悪いんだ。
Sure, whatever you say. She's like, gosh darn it.
なぜ笑う? こういう時は緊張感を持つのが普通だ。貴様の
Yeah, you've got no right to cast the first stone there, I'll tell you that.
これ以上隠れている必要もない。行くぞ。
Hey!
ここだ。
Oh, fetch me. Poor Inia.
目を覚まさないんだ。あれからずっと。
Wait, so Inia's been unconscious all along. Didn't you say she wanted to see me? That's why I snuck in here in the first place.
そうだ。だが、私の予感に過ぎなかったのかもしれない。正直、よくわからない。
Again, it's like double meanings here, but like, it's like Inia maybe subconsciously wants Yuuya around, and Cryska's like, alright, I'll bring him by. Okay. Less of a hunch, more of a wish. At least it doesn't look like she's hurting. So what's wrong with her?
わからない。
They didn't tell you.
違う。医者もわからないと言うんだ。私たちは、特別だから。
How much are we gonna know? Special.
こんなことありえないんだ。私たちは繋がっていて。それで、わからないことなんか。いいにゃ。ほら、ユウヤが来てくれたよ。だから目を覚まして。いいにゃ。
God, so sad. Unconscious patients can recognize the voices of their family and loved ones. Inia was very attached to me. Cryska must have figured it was worth a shot.
ねえ、いいにゃ。ユウヤを待たせちゃいけないよ。いいにゃ。ねえ、いいにゃ。
Cryska, switch places with me for a bit.
Oh.
Time to wake up, Inia. I know you can hear my voice. Open your eyes, you lazy bones. Cryska and Misha miss you. And so do I. Inia. Open your eyes, Inia. You fought so desperately for my sake, didn't you? I still need to thank you in person. Can't do that if you don't wake up. Mom, Yui, the people I love keep leaving my side, and there's not a darn thing I can do about it. I don't want to go through that again. Don't do this to me, Inia. Please show me your innocent smile, that innocent smile of yours, one more time.
もういい。ありがとう。
Wait, it's too soon to give up. Give me a couple more minutes.
いいんだ、ユウヤ。もう。
Cryska.
ここに長いはできない。貴様に迷惑がかかるのは、イーニャ。
Are you telling me you dragged my butt all the way here just so I could say 2 words to Inia and then call it a day? Hell with that.
ユウヤ。
Inia, I'm not giving up. I'll make you open your eyes one way or another.
ユウヤ。衝動的に貴様をここに連れてきたことは詫びる。だが、これ以上はまずいんだ。その思いがあるのなら、また、来てくれ。
There's no guarantee I'll have another chance to visit. This might be it. I'm just the last guy you'd expect a kid to grow attached to, but Inia just showed up one day and became my friend, without asking for anything in return. I've never done anything for her, but she risked her life to protect me. I'm responsible for the state she's in. So I want to pay her back. There's only one way for me to do that. I have to grant your wish. I want to make you happy. I want to help you wake up, Inia, somehow. I'm sure she wouldn't want to become Sleeping Beauty either. After seeing how much you've suffered, there's no way in hell she could think it's okay for things to continue like this. So Inia, if you can hear me, even if it's only for a little, please open your eyes.
Yuuya.
Fetch! Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. Oh, if we do not die here, something else is gonna go horrifically wrong. That's literally the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Fetch me. Well, this is it. Captain Cedric,
ブリッジ少尉、今さら慌てなくとも、貴様が侵入してきたことは最初から分かっている。まったく、自分が悪いと言ったはずだがな。自由の国の人間がここまで奔放とは、勉強になった。
キャプテン。
貴様は2回目だ。次に逮捕されればその場で銃殺ということもあり得るとは考えなかったのか？
I've been like, yes, sir. Honestly, it was kind of worth the risk.
お待ちください、サンダク大尉。
だがその A 氏が特別な権限を持ったものであれば、話が変わってくる。
Now that is an interesting twist, but it brings about a lot of complications and a lot of potential problems. Because what is the United States going to think if he has special access privileges by the Soviets to the base? The UN, they'll be a little, but America, especially when they're looking for traitors, oh no.
この施設は特別な事情を抱えている。そのためここに立ち入るには特別なパスが必要だ。ビャーチャノワ少尉とシェスチナ少尉はそれを持ち、当施設内での行動に大きな権限を有している。
Right.
以前貴様が侵入した時のことを思い出してみろ。
That was unintended!
ビャーチャノワ少尉が MP を呼んだことで拘留され、事情聴取も受けただろうが、それは形式的なものだったはずだ。これは貴様を誘い込んだのがシェスチナ少尉であると、監視カメラの映像によって証明されたからだ。
That's a fair point. There of course would be cameras. Why was that never brought up before, though? That would have meant this entire thing would have been a terrible idea from the get-go. Well, that explains a lot.
今回も貴様はビャーチェノワ少尉の誘いによってここに足を踏み入れた。加えて、少尉にも私にも通報するつもりはない。
Why? That's the big neon sign. Why? What?
つまり、貴様の侵入は不問に処されるということだ。
Yeah, there's no way this is mercy. This is something else. Really?
貴様も知っての通り、あの事件以降、シェスチナ少尉の意識は回復せず、原因も不明なままだ。このままではあらゆることが立ち行かなくなるし、何よりもシェスチナ少尉の命が心配だ。
Okay.
以上を鑑み、ビアチェノア少尉が藁をもつかむ思いで貴様を頼った気持ちは、十分に理解できる。
Right. I mean, I follow that, but like, are you gonna be alright with this particular straw grasping?
これは私の独り言だが、ブリッジ少尉の呼びかけが回復の一助となるなら、今後もこの件には目をつむるつもりだ。
大
無論、ビアチェノア少尉の同伴が必要だが。
You have my sincere thanks, Captain.
もっとも、MP の巡回には気をつけねばならんな。どんな事情があれ、アメリカ軍人の侵入は言い訳がきかん。
And now he's got plausible deniability. And, you know, and like, it also saves him from carelessness.
ブリッジ少尉、政治の壁にとらわれず戦友のために尽力する貴様に感謝する。ではな。
He didn't salute. Holy crap, Cryska. Did I just get the captain's approval?
Yuuya?
What the fetch? What? Holy crap. What the fetch? Oh! Inia, she's conscious?
Ohayo, Cryska. Yuuya.
What the fetch? This is great. This won't be the thumbnail because holy crap, that's a spoiler. But oh my gosh. Just give her a big hug. Good morning, Cryska. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Inia! 苦しい、クリスカ。苦しいよ。
How is she just okay? Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh no.
イニア、よかった。
I hate that I'm instantly suspicious that Sandek waltzes in, gives permission, walks out, and immediately she wakes up. The timing is really cool, but it's making me really suspicious, and I hate that.
クリスカ、私は平気だよ。どうしたの？泣かないで。
Aww.
大丈夫よ。私は泣いてない。大丈夫だから。
Cryska, Inia. Thank God. I agree, man.
クリスカが泣いてるから、ユーヤも
Yeah,
笑ってるよ。
he's watching. I don't know what.
恥ずかしいから泣き止まないと。ね、クリスカ。
Did he do it on purpose? And if so, why? Is it to discredit the top pilot of the Americans? Or is this literally just a happenstance and he's just like, what the fetch is going on?
イニア。イニア。心配させて。泣かないで、クリスカ。泣いちゃダメなんだよ。
No, it's fine. Seriously. Thank goodness. What are you playing at, Sandek? What is your game here?
誰か。
私だ。ベリャーエフだ。
シェスチナ少尉が目覚めた原因、特定できたかね。
それが、今のところ全くわからない。
Crap. Maybe it is just that. Maybe it literally was a happenstance thing and Yuuya's the key and he's like, ah, crap. Now I kind of need him.
そもそも、なぜ昏睡したのがシェスチナなのだ。おかしいだろ。本来であれば制御機構であるビアチェノワがそうなるはずなのだ。
Interesting. Sestina is the one who fell into a coma, but Barchanoa is her control unit. Yeah, so like I think what it is that Inia is the one that kind of goes bat crap crazy and like really goes to like go on the killing spree machine, and Cryska is the one that reins her in. Even though it seems like Inia is this cute little girl, and Cryska is like the cold steel like ice woman, like but the real killing machine is Inia when she goes into her like battle stance. And Cryska's the one who tries to rein her in and keep her like under control and stop her from just going full blown like, you know, Rambo on everybody. Which is interesting.
博士、自分の立場がまだ分かっていないようだな。
Yeah, this professor, man, I feel bad for him. His lease on life is at the mercy of Sendek. From the instant of the failure to follow orders, like Sendek can just crush him in his hand instantly. He's got full control over this guy. He has no lifelines anymore.
プラーフ可能制御解除など前代未聞だぞ。被験体損失のリスクを承知でそれを許可したのはタイあんただろう。フェインベルク現象自体が未だ理論も原理も解明できていないんだぞ。ただそうやればそのような現象が起こることが分かっているに過ぎないんだ。
Feinberg phenomenon.
君たち軍人には分かるまい。科学的な発見は地道な積み重ねと失敗の繰り返しの上にしか成り立たんのだ。
困ったものだ。
だったらもっと予算と人員を回してくれ。でなければ。
You're not in a position to make demands.
検討しておく。現状何もわからないのであれば、外的要因を検証する以外ない。ユーヤブリッジスについてもう一度洗い直したまえ。
Interesting.
いや、経歴はすでに詳細なレポートを。
シェシチナ少尉が意味もなくブリッジスと接触し続けることはありえない。だがこれまでの調査で判然としない以上。
Oh, so because they don't understand what drew her to him, like they know there's a link, but they can't figure out what the heck that link is. Oh, okay, yeah. I can see now. Maybe that's why Yuya's actually the only reason Yuya hasn't already been like axed has been because there's some weird connection there that they're trying to figure out. Because until they can control it, they're terrified of what that connection could do, especially if he just vanished. Like they're not sure what that would do to Inia and Cryska. What would that make them tank? Like would they stop being as effective?
我々には見えていない何かがあると考えるべきなのだ。ここに来て、ビャーチノワ少尉のブリッジ創建率が急激に増加していることも無関係ではないはずだ。
Interesting. Yeah. They're psychic and they have that ability to link to minds and they're extra sensitive. So this idea that they're like oddly now kind of changing and adapting to their surroundings, but specifically around a single person is such an anomaly. It warrants concern. Ooh, I like this. Like I said, I have a high respect for Sendak, even though he made terrible choices. I get why he's doing what he's doing. And this explanation makes so much sense to me. I really think I'd be making similar decisions in his shoes. I'd hate it. I'd hate myself for it. But I get it. It makes a lot of sense now that we get the full that we're getting a fuller picture of what Sandak's been like looking at data-wise, and now we're seeing that Yuya isn't just this like random like anomaly. He could be like a key to a problem they didn't even know they had. And so now that not only are they not sure if they have a problem, they're not sure if Yuya is actually the solution, or if there's something else about Yuya, or if it has nothing to do with Yuya. They're flying blind, and they have nothing to work with.
我々は着実に新たな情報を得ている。パズルを解くには、何度でもピースを見つめ直す必要がある。わかるな。
わかった。すぐに取り掛からせる。
それでいい。
Interesting. October 2nd, 2001. That was
呼び出して悪かったな、少尉。
Right, this investigation. Oh, it's gonna get spicy here. Alright, I think we're gonna end it here, because this seems like a good place to end it. And like, this is with the chief investigator, like, I wonder if he's gonna be bringing up like the rendezvous with Cryska and all this other stuff, and like he's gonna be putting this really subtle social pressure on Yuya, and like how's that gonna play out? What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, what's going on with the Cryska and Inia? Like, how are they doing? Are they gonna be flying like crazy good now? Is Inia going to be back to her old tricks, or is there gonna be like some kind of lingering effect that's gonna be going on? Like, is it really that Yuya's like presence somehow brought Inia back, or did like Sendak like manipulate that situation somehow. But like from the following conversation, I'm leaning now more towards that belief that it was kind of a serendipitous thing, where Yuuya happened to be the key to bringing Inia back from unconsciousness from her coma, and he's desperately trying to figure out why, because he can't have his ace, you know, his pet project, like the one thing that he's doing that's bringing about success, can't hinge on this random American. Like, that's not good. So yeah, that's really interesting. Ooh, this has got my creative juices flowing. I'm actually like, I almost want to go and write stuff right now. Like, not just about like this, but more about like, it makes me want to go write on my project, and because it's like, it's exciting to see some of these kind of cogs finally slipping into place and just expanding the possibilities, the horizons, and finally kind of like getting an idea of like what's been going on behind the scenes that we've seen all these like little hints at, but like now we're finally seeing the mechanism as it actually is operating, and that's really, really cool and exciting. I think it's gonna have this terrible, sad ending. I'm sure it does. It's Muv-Luv, and it's Muv-Luv Alternative. It's gonna be sad somehow, but I'm still excited to be able to learn more and to be able to see this beautiful universe still being constructed in front of me and still learning more about it. Like, the fact that I could be playing Muv-Luv games this long and still learning stuff is so cool. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel, especially the patrons and members to make it possible for me to make more content, to make content more often. It means the world to me. I'm very happy to be able to do it, and I look forward to being able to hear your thoughts about not only this episode, but all the stuff we're playing on the channel. You know, 5 videos a week, and there's always more coming out, and there's a lot of good backlog stuff, and I try and respond to everything, and I love hearing your thoughts on things, and it's been such a great place to be able to interact with people and share these passionate stories and these wonderful characters and just everything. Thank you for being there for part of it, being supportive and being able to kind of help make this channel what it is and to help, you know, it grow. It means the world to me. Thank you. And until next video watching me, I've seen me next. I'll see you there.